But then we're talking about the new movies that we saw, and I told her about... I saw the full trailer for Turning Red.
That has fetish all over.
Yeah, I was watching, I was like, this had... Like,
oh,
it didn't make sense to me in the teaser, and I watched the main trailer, I was like, it makes a little bit more sense.
It looks like a Steven Universe movie, and although I'm not into Steven Universe, the
art style.
I'm fatigued from the art style. Everybody has a bean mouth now. It's just like, God.
Yeah.
Pixar must have really bought into the diversity Tumblr train, but you know what? Hey, it's their company. Yeah. They can do whatever. You know, I'm just gonna wait for the fetish art to come in.
All right. Oh, I should mention. And by the way, I haven't seen any giant red pandas in my area.
Oh yeah, from that upcoming movie.
No, you want to know why I say that?
Why?
It's set not very far from where I am.
Oh, Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto. It's a good 3-hour drive away from where I'm at.
It really makes me want to watch the Akatsuko series again. She's a red panda, right? The main character? I don't remember. I think she is. So now we just need Rez for this island heist.
The only thing I don't get about it is the whole setting. Like, it's set in Canada, in Toronto, Canada, but from the trailer, it looks like it has more, what? Is it Japanese?
I'm getting Totoro Studio Ghibli vibes out of it to some degree.
Yeah, that's what I would say. It was like Japanese, vibe, and I'm like, you could have set this... If that's the case, you could have literally... Why is it in Canada? I feel like... For a Japanese vibe, I feel like it would have been more at home in San Francisco. If you wanted to keep it, like North America continent kind of thing, At least that's my thinking. Anyway, okay. I found a challenge I gotta do in World War II, but for now it's time to go.
Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that pictures or screenshots I took from the Deep
Yeah, I
Rock
did.
Market?
Yeah, did you? Are you satisfied?
It caught me by surprise because it's like, well, no, I should say surprise, like that kind of story. It was like I went in knowing that there were gold bugs, all right, because it said so. But the last time I played a mission with gold bugs that were around, it wasn't as big as that. And then I also remember there was another escort mission with the drill that we did with Vin and two others. I think it might have been Max and Rusty. I don't remember, but it left a massive crater of molten lava as a result. So it could have gone either way. I was like, okay, it's probably just going to be like a couple. All the bugs are just going to spawn gold. And the other one's like, okay, if it explodes, it's just going to leave like a deadly crater. But when it exploded, I just saw gold everywhere, and I was like, we're rich.
So, are you guys going to be the 21ers now?
The what?
You don't. We had the 49. We had the 49ers. Now we got the 21ers.
The 21 karat golders.
You don't know what the 49ers origin is? Please tell me you know.
I know the 49ers, but I never knew I don't know their history.
The 49ers, I think that was the gold rush back in the 1800s when people flocked to San Francisco.
Are you dropping some History Channel knowledge on me that I'm supposed to know?
No, this isn't History Channel. This is school, dude. This is school.
I thought you were talking about football. I thought you were talking about football.
No.
See,
49ers was an actual game. It wasn't just a football.
I've heard of that, but I haven't been in school since I was 18. I'm 34 now, so we're talking like 16 years.
Here, let me give you a brief.
Now I'm gonna learn from. Okay, the gun experts now gonna educate.
It's not a gun expert thing. Jesus. To put it bluntly, gold was discovered in the late 1840s. gold was discovered in the mountains north of San Francisco, and literally everyone, around the continent began flocking to San Francisco. That's the only reason San Francisco even exists. Is because people.
Well,
because
I
there
knew
was
that,
gold there.
but where did the 21ers come in? Where did the 21 like?
You found gold. You found gold. You must be and it's the year 2021.
That is a terrible joke. I should fire you again. You're fired.
Your expiring permit has expired, man.
No, as long as he's trying to fire you over and over and over again.
I think the only reason it didn't work is because you don't know. You live at the.
I think you could have gone for something else. You could have gone for like the 7 dwarfs. That would have been a little easier to digest.
Gets pop culture.
Maybe it's because I want to show you how much I like history.
Well, thank you for the
I
lesson history channel. I will like and subscribe to your
that
history.
reminds me. We were talking about how Jacob and Pat would meet, because we were talking about how because I told you like Jacob would be involved in a train accident, and he would flee in Paris, and he would flee to London. I actually thought up a way that he could have gotten he probably could have gotten Pat's attention by accident.
Okay.
You know that scene? I don't know if you've seen it, but you heard of American Gangster?
Matters have.
Yeah, the movie.
I don't think is that.
I've the one with Denzel Washington.
No, I have not seen that movie. No.
Well, there's a scene in it where Denzel, he's going to one of the guys he works with. I think he didn't pay for He didn't pay for whatever it was, but to put it bluntly, Denzel Washington's character, he just pulls a gun out on him at point blank and just shoots him, like, in front of everyone. And my thinking is, like, not emulate that scene, but I'm thinking, like, say, you could have Jacob, because I would imagine that him telling people that he's American would have most people in England in stitches, because he has a British accent, and meanwhile he's claiming he's actually an American.
I'd probably have to see the scene in question to really get it.
Ollie, do you think you could link it for him? Because I don't have my phone with me.
Okay, let's see. American Gangster. Okay, I'm on YouTube right now. American Gangster.
It's a clip. You should be able to find it easily. It's like it looks similar, but that way I'm thinking it looks similar, but it's very, very different. After you see it, Aaron, then I'll go into further detail.
Okay, what was the name of the character who got shot?
Well, I forget the name of it. I just know that Tango, I think that was his name. Like he has a gun at his forehead, dude.
There it is. I got it. Okay.
Here, I'll use my Switch. What's the video called?
You just found it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I can't.
If it's
well, that's the
if
thing.
it's on Discord, you can't see it. All right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could look at it, but I won't be able to hear the audio without taking my headphones off.
Well, you don't really need audio. You just need the visual.
Like I said, let's put it on the Switch.
All right, just look up American Gangster. I think the guy's name was Tango. That's the name of the guy.
Yeah, Tango.
Yeah, that got shot.
Let's see.
Tango Unchained.
Oh, very funny. Anyway, I'll invite you guys. I'm in a private session.
I will join when I can. I'm waiting for YouTube to load on the Switch. Let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna be joining you.
I just realized I'm going to the casino in just my boxers.
Tango.
God.
Tango Among Us. America's
That's
Got
not
Talent.
it. And that
American Gangster. All right. Somebody or Nobody, is that the one it's called?
Yeah, that's it. That's the clip.
Introducing new targeted benefits from Central, designed to help you.
That see, isn't this exactly what I told you it was?
Yeah, it was
This
a yoga ad. Yeah, I remember when Denzel
that's
Washington
how that's how
talked about body pills.
that's how that's how Jacob and Patrick meet at a yoga
And then he
session.
offered him Claritin allergy medicine. Okay.
You could skip ahead to the actual scene if you want, because the rest of the scene isn't important. It's the execution.
There we go.
Where's my money? If I gave you the package, you're supposed to be handing me my money. Here's a jar right here, 20%. You got the jar? That's right. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh, what you gonna do? What the fuck you gonna do, man? Huh? What you gonna do? You gonna shoot me in front of everybody? Huh?
So is Tango gonna be like your character?
No,
Or?
no. Here's what I'm thinking: is like, say that Jacob comes across not very close, but like say, people who know Patrick, like people who, and they would be, like I said, they'd probably be getting on his case about the fact he's telling them that he's an American, but he's British, but he has a British accent. I wouldn't put it past him that, because, as I've said, Jacob is naive, instead of using his hidden blade to, threaten the guy, he would pull a pistol out on the guy. And they would think, they would probably taunt him thinking that, he's crazy and, he would pull the trigger on him.
Okay. So Jacob would just pull the gun out and like point blank shoot somebody as for them making fun of him.
Well, I would say, like, getting in his way, like, they won't leave him alone, like, they're mocking him because, like I said, he says he's an American, but he doesn't sound like one.
So where would Patrick come in though? Like I'm thinking.
What I mean is, like, these could be people that, not very close, but like, associates that Patrick would have contacts with. Like, not close associates, but he would have heard, like, one of your ears has been downed,
Yeah.
Sure thing. I'll get you there in double
And then
time.
the two,
Pat-
I'm thinking like Patrick would just have like a chat with him. He's like
yeah, he would find him, maybe, like, I would say, like, I'm debating, like, would Patrick know about Benjamin and Benjamin's achievements during the Civil War?
probably if Benjamin is primarily in the U.S., he probably wouldn't.
Well,
Unless-
the only way that he would know is because he's of the Assassin Brotherhood, and the assassins around the world would have been talking about Benjamin. So maybe it's likely that he would have heard the name, from the
he
British
probably-
assassins.
It depends on how close you want Patrick associated with it. Like, do you want to tie it in with him being part of it too, or like aware, like their existence is fairly well known against the high elite, like thieves and criminals or something like that, or
Yeah, I guess I would say, like, he's heard the name, but how about this? He's heard the name, but it doesn't mean much to him.
like okay, that makes sense. Like he's aware of it, he knows what they're kind of doing, but he's not all that
Interested.
Yeah, like he's amused and he likes it. He knows what their game and their score is, but he's just kind of like it's not really my thing.
It's like, yeah,
He's just kind of like you guys do you. I'll do my thing.
he would, but yeah, it's like, hell, maybe Jacob would probably just keep quiet about that fact.
What if it was sort of like he's aware of it through rumors, like it starts to kind of spread around, and then he finds out one of his, like you said, his ears, one of his cronies or people that he's hired is part of it, and he kind of gets the information out of his own, like the guy that he employs, and he kind of digs through the history a little more. He's not supposed to know about this, but the dude let it slip, and then maybe when Patrick kind of pieces the puzzle together and kind of figures out where their club is or whatever the assassins do, and covers the secrets, that's when Benjamin kind of just steps forward. Like, okay. Like he didn't, and maybe Benjamin like offers him, and he's like, nah, I don't really do club memberships, but thank you anyway.
Club membership.
He's like, I don't want to wear
Every
a
Assassin's Creed fan is yelling at you.
He's like, no, I don't really do fan clubs. He's not dismissive, but he's just like, no.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like, I would picture, like, because that's something Jacob very easily could have done, you know, at least at the age he's at, you know, during that time. So it's like, yeah, he would have, because he figured, you know, well, he has the training of an assassin, he should be fine. Won't hurt anyone if he just caps a thug in front of a crowd of people.
I'm kind of imagining Patrick and Benjamin having a nice like discussion about it, and like wherever Benjamin lives or something, like, what is it, mansion?
Well, yeah, Benjamin.
They're just kind of there's like a deal on the table, and they have like a good intricate discussion about, you know.
Who knows? Maybe Patrick has connections with Benjamin's in-laws.
Yeah, you know.
Because I have stated before that Benjamin's in-laws, Benjamin's wife is from London. She's among, you know, a product of child labor.
If the dialogue is smartly written, we could probably come up with a pretty good, you know, way for them to talk. You know, and Benjamin just kind of leaves the offer on the table and just makes like a remark about how Patrick is still kind of like,
hey,
working for less, and he could go better than that. And Patrick's like, I kind of like the adventure, you know. And they just kind of they trade a few smart barbs at each other, and all right, well, you better be on your way. And Patrick's like, yeah, okay.
Should we show Ollie the shirts?
Can we get Raz in here, though? I don't want to wear it, dear. I don't want to wear it.
Let me ask him if he.
Yeah, because we need him if he's gonna scope out everything that we got. Like,
well, technically, we don't need more of a scope. We just need to get everything together. But I'll ask him if he wants to join. If he says he's busy, you know, we can just do the setup stuff.
Wow, there's a lot of people driving into your car for some reason.
Well, I did park in the middle of the road.
Oh yeah, but I mean, if I saw a DeLorean parked in the middle of the street, my instinct is not to drive up against his taillight and smash it and then drive around him.
Well, if they were doing that,
it's AI.
He hit another car.
Oh, he's gotta go. Rez is doing another. Okay.
All right. Well, we can just do the setup stuff here. Just
Yeah.
to finish it up.
that was beautiful. Oh, is alright. Always with us. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'll go ahead and I gotta record that as well.
Yeah, that was for the record books.
I